hope that you remember this powerful moment. Jonathan Irons walking out of prison as a free man 23 years after a wrongful conviction, greeted by his family and his advocates that included WNBA star Maya Moore. 2 months later, they are paying it forward in a big way. We're going to talk to them both live in just a moment, but first, here is more of their story. It has been 2 months since Jonathan Irons was released from prison after serving 23 years of a wrongful conviction. A victory won with the help of WNBA superstar Maya Moore, who stepped away from the game at the height of her career to fight for Jonathan's freedom.
I feel like I can live life now, man. I'm free, I'm blessed.
And their journey for justice continues.
Today, I ask you again to stand with me and do everything that you can to make your voice heard.
The duo are teaming up to inspire others to fight for what's right, beginning with a Get Out the Vote campaign, reminding us all that change starts in our own backyard.
Your vote is your power.
Vote for your family.
Vote for your community. Vote for justice.
And joining us live now, Maya Moore and Jonathan Irons. It is good to have you back with us here on Good Morning America with those big smiles. Hey there, Jonathan, Maya. Okay, all right. This is very important that we're talking about the Get Out the Vote campaign. Yes, indeedy. There is something else, though, another collaboration, if you will, that you two are engaged in. So you want to share any announcement or anything with us, Maya, Jonathan?
Absolutely. So we wanted to announce today that we are super excited to continue the work that we've been doing together, but doing it as a married couple. So we got married a couple months ago, and we're excited to just continue this new chapter of life together.
Yeah, Jonathan put a ring on it. He put a ring on it. He's got a ring himself. You know, Jonathan and Maya, there are people that are jumping up and down right now. Because when they saw you on our air, they were like, is there something going on between these two? But remind people that you had no idea who he was, that you had family and friends who introduced you to him, and how this all evolved. Can you just tell us about this love story, how it began?
Yeah, so I met Jonathan when I was 18. I was about to be a freshman at UConn, and my godparents and my great uncle introduced me to him and his story and his case being wrongfully convicted. He had been in prison over a decade at that point, and so I was just interested in learning, got to know him, and over the last 13 years, we have just developed a friendship and just entered into this huge battle to get him home. And just over time, it was pretty clear what the Lord was doing in our hearts. And now we're sitting here today, starting a whole new chapter together.
Yes, you are. And Jonathan, so how'd you pop the question?
Well, a few years ago, while we were on a visit in prison, and at that point, you know, we both acknowledged that we had really strong feelings for each other. So much so that, you know, I wanted to marry her, but at the same time protect her, because being in a relationship with a man in prison is extremely difficult and painful. And I didn't want her to feel trapped. And I wanted her to feel open and have the ability to, anytime if this is too much for you, go and find somebody, live your life, because this is hard. But at the same time, she was like, well, I'm here now. I said, well, I want to ask you something. She says, what? I said, will you marry me? I said, but don't answer that question yet. She's like, ah. I said, I just want you to wait until I'm home, because in my mind, I didn't know if I'd be home. And she's such an amazing, beautiful person. I could never trap her and, you know, not let her fulfill her dreams of, you know, being a wife and being a mother one day. And, but then, when I got out, we were in the hotel room. We had some friends in the other room. It was winding down, and we were extremely tired, but we were still gassed up on excitement. And it was just me and her in the room, and I got down on my knees, and I looked up at her, and she kind of knew what was going on. I said, will you marry me? She said, yes. And here we are today. Yeah.
I know. Here you are today, and we've been seeing the beautiful pictures from the wedding. And I also remember, and first of all, congratulations to you both. I've known the news for a little bit, and I've had to button up. It's been very hard, so I'm glad you're sharing with everybody right now. But I know that you didn't want it to distract from your mission, and I know that, and I respected that very much. And Jonathan, the last time that you were here, you said you were so blessed and so grateful that you wanted to make sure that you could go about change. And teaming up with Maya and her group, this is so important to you. Can you tell us a little bit more about the work that you all will be doing?
Well, right now we're basically trying to just educate the public and get them engaged in the voting process and just being more involved in what's going on with our country and our government and local jurisdictions, prosecuting offices. Just around the country, just to have people just to be aware and pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, things can get out of hand and become harmful to our country. Another thing that we're thinking about and in the process of doing is how to help other people that are less fortunate and wrongfully convicted and don't have the resources or the blessings that I have been blessed with. Like I'm actually in contact with a few friends that I know personally because I reviewed their files and looked at them. I know they're innocent, and I'm in contact with the lawyers, and I'm just really engaged in that process. And that's hopefully something I can continue to do, and whatever else that Win with Justice can contribute to the fight, because it's a big fight, and the more hands involved makes the work easier. So we're doing our part.
Yes, you are. You both do, and you're a dynamic duo. You really are. And I'm sorry, Maya, I'm here, a stone's throw from UConn, where you played college ball. Of course, you played in the WNBA. Folks want to know, will you go back to playing basketball? I know this is an important mission that you're working with Jonathan, but do you have any plans on returning to pro ball at all?
Yeah. So I'm still trying to be so present in this second year away from the game. I'm hoping sometime in the spring we'll be able to have a next step moving forward. But right now I am trying to really just breathe from this long battle and enjoy and rest and, again, just being in the moment. There's a lot of unknowns for a lot of us right now, so I'm still in that camp.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Take all the time that you need. Maya and Jonathan, thank you so much for being here and with us this morning. And your story has impacted so many. There's still so much of it left to tell. And I'm so happy that my company, Rock and Robin Productions and ESPN Films, working together on a documentary about your story. Thank you for your willingness to share and to be with us here this morning. Continued blessings to you both. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Robin.
Thank you.
All right, you take care. We're going to be sharing more about you coming up in the future. Take care. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.